Sanjana, for a beautiful introduction. Uh, I'll begin with addressing my Honorable Dr. Neeraj Mankar, Mr. Mohit Gupta, Dr. Digant Chakravarti, Dr. Smita Chaudhary, and all the dear distinguished faculty members, and of course Sanjana and Vedi for taking this program ahead. My dear students, I'm aware of the fact that this unique event is being conducted for the students to listen to some of us CHROs on the current situation and particularly the anxiety of getting a right break, the right career break in the market now. And it's maybe your dream career, maybe you're dreaming of getting a good career and you want to listen to us about how to really relate the seminar with your need of getting the right job. It'll take around 10 to 12 minutes. So my dear students, a very special good morning to all of you. Uh, Probably today I can't ask you to wish me back by shouting aloud a very good morning. Unlike we all meet in a classroom. Also, over the past few months, we all have got used to listening and speaking to a blank computer screen. Since March, April, your virtual classes and we from the corporate also holding many meetings virtually online, we have been tuned to speak to a blank screen. Not blank, I can see some faces, of course. In 2015, around 5 years back, I was in a campus in a similar HR summit, and I recollect Dr. Diganta Chakravarti coordinating the same that time as well. And I was very happy to be in the classroom in person. But this is very virtual. It has pluses and minuses. Okay, let's begin. I think with a world that is so hyper connected already, sure, each one of you, each student, you have more than one electronic gadget. Maybe a phone, maybe laptop, maybe iPad, maybe many other things. So we are already hyper connected and with ever bouncing technologies which are so very useful in people engagement and at time or in our education, in the study system. At times it's needed to take a pause and reflect upon as to how our future going to be shaped further. In such a hyper-connected world, how our future is going to be shaped? In next years, maybe there will be a robo at Flame Auditorium conducting such a seminar. I can imagine a robo will be speaking on behalf of Nidhi and Sanjana as introducing the guests. This is not very, very far from now, and this is what probably is going to happen. While so, all such interventions must be for the betterment and unifying the humankind, while being mindful of the fact that all these must have a positive outcome for we all, be it high-tech engineering technologies, be it health and medical technologies, be it space technology, computer technology, and many more similar ones. You know, the speed and time are the major essence of all this technology advancement. How speedily you can be more digital savvy and how fast you can adapt. So in this context, I'd like to, touch upon the essence of speed. It is very important for me, I realized. Do you know the best 10 inventions so far in the world, which are probably I can quote? What are the 10 best inventions? You can Google it out. Google will give you the very good replies. What are the best 10 inventions in the world ever? I just like to quote. It can be aeroplane, it is steam engine, it is submarine, the automobile, pharmacy, electricity, cinema, that is photography, telegraphy, computers, and of course our dear telephony, the mobile phone. Without mobile, nobody can survive now, right? You feel so. These are the best 10 inventions so far. And just to give an idea about what it means for the time, the speed of time, if you hypothetically imagine that the world has evolved in last 24 hours, are you getting me? Just imagine if the world has evolved in last 24 hours only, all these inventions have happened in last 10 minutes alone. From the evolution of Earth, evolution of the world in last 24 hours, all the best 10 inventions have happened in last 10 minutes. So that is the speed of time. And if you remember, you can also search. It is very difficult to reimagine the future, particularly what the pandemic has taught us. In the year 2003, Michio Kaku, the American theoretical physicist, had predicted that time that by 2020, the computer chips or the electronic chips will be costing us like less than a scrap material. And that is already happening. Michio Kaku also predicted in 2010, 10 years back, that there will be a traffic jam around the moon. And that's what probably SpaceX is already doing about it. SpaceX is already sending reusable rockets. The rockets land back after visiting space, after going around the space. So Michio Kaku was not incorrect. He said there can be a traffic jam around the moon by the very soon, and this is the technology. But what happened? The pandemic took us back by almost 25 years in just 25 weeks. The pandemic, COVID-19, took us back, took the whole world back by 25 years in just 25 weeks of time. So the nature, many say the nature is really renovating and rejuvenating, but I don't know why. But this is a kind of philosophical statement, but this is what actually is happening. Many say that. But one thing is for sure, we all, mainly in the HR fraternity, must realize that in a high-tech age, high touch has become the most important aspect of the new life for all. We are the HR fraternity, we are the HR students. So when I spoke about the high tech, I spoke about the traffic jam around the moon and SpaceX and the robots and chatbots. You know, the robots like Sophia, robot like Titan, they have become very common. Sophia is the first citizen of the UAE, and once he visited IIT Mumbai, that time Sophia was already, speaking like an emotional human being. So technology has reached very far. That robots, chatbots, all the things have taken us to different orbit. But same time, we in the HR fraternity, in this world of high tech, have to learn better how to practice high touch. HR is actually a conscious keeper of the organization. You see many videos, many things in the WhatsApp, lot of reading materials about the empathy, compassion, and kindness. During the pandemic, you saw what happened. So much of acts of kindness and empathy and compassion. Why? Because in the world of high tech, we all try to imbibe the virtue of high touch as well. And that is actually one virtue of the HR fraternity, as I think. And that has really helped me quite a bit. Right? I know what actually it means. It is not about only the kind words. in not the polite tone. High touch doesn't mean that. Being very polite and very, kind words, in not the proximity to the people. It actually has a very wider meaning. The expanding meaning of how to be a human, HUMANE, right? All the students of HR must internalize this and one with a high touch mindset. But now with this kind of thing, I've got another, I think, 2 minutes time, but I'll be may take in the. So let me tell you one thing. In relation to all these things, what are those points which may matter to you as a final semester student in HR? It speaks about the market challenges ahead of, like what Dr. Smith told, market challenges ahead of the students. There is no denial that India is in a crisis. Our country is in a crisis. The pandemic has battered the weak economy, but the national government has struggled. Many things to revive the economy. We came up with the things like Atmanirbhar Bharat, and many such. We induced a lot of money in the economy. And to be specific, business sectors which all had a downward trend since last 10 months are infra and infra-related industries, travel and tourism, hotels and hospitality, and even education. And the ones who have stayed afloat and subsequently growing are auto and auto ancillaries, pharma and healthcare, agriculture and food chain industries, automation, digitization, logistics and transport, and also the BFSI. You know the BFSI? Banking, financial, and insurance sector. BFSI sector in India, I'll tell you the silver lining, not a very depressing situation. When I told you that world went back by 25 years, please don't think that the world is doomed. We are coming back. There is a lot of silver lining. BFSI sector in India will be ready to extend 1.6 million employment opportunities by 2022. 1.6 million employment opportunities in BFSI alone in India by 2022. While around 20% out of this will be the future new jobs, and half would be the existing positions that require skilling. I'm mindful of the time. I'm already 12 minutes now. Yeah, but last 1-2 minutes. Also, the central government has pumped in so much resources to boost the economy. So I don't think that the students need to really be very concerned about the job break and the opportunities ahead of you. You can Google out, you can learn what happened 100 years back when the last pandemic struck the world. That time, many professionals could not get an employment. And what then they struggled. But the best of the billionaires, best of the industries in the world now, after 90 years, are actually the startups that those started 90 years back. When last pandemic, many people could not find an employment. They started on their own. And those things after 80 to 90 years is best in the world now. So what I'm hinting is that you also can think of startups like, the way it should be. Always can't depend upon a proper stereotype employment in an organization. And also, I must also tell you that you are the creator of your own destiny. I'm telling the students, you are the creator of your own destiny. Not that it is alone. Your family members and your university shall have to do everything for you. A lot depends upon you. How to have your own presence felt, how to differently be smarter than others, how you can relevate it to the business and many similar perspectives like this. I always give the examples from our own mythology. If you go back to our own old mythology, many examples, so many skills and competencies to adore and idealize. Examples of my world and your world. I don't know how many of you have heard the different stories from Devadatta Patnaik. He is a very good orator. He is also known in flame, I know. He had described about my world and your world and hard work and smart work through a mythological story of Ganesha and Kartikeya. When the parents Shiva and Parvati asked both the children to go around the world, what happened? Kartikeya took his pickup, his BMW, pickup was a BMW at that time, his car, and he went around the world. But what Ganesha did? Ganesha took the round of his world. He took a round of his parents. So that is the difference between what I like the example of hard work and smart work. So if the students probably later can ask me questions about it, but I'm just trying to conclude by saying that a lot of things have changed. Pandemic has changed the world. Technology is its peak. Technology has took us to different orbit, but be mindful of your own inner strength, your own inner intellect, your own inner smartness. Please try to realize the difference between, of course, I don't underestimate your knowledge and wisdom. You have spent 2 years in flame, so I like flame a lot, I know. And so you know what it is. I just am reminding you like a, musk deer goes around looking for the musks, but the musk is always within you. Be street smart, try to discover yourself better. Don't depend upon anybody else to get your dream job career break. I think my time I cover. Thank you so much for your patient listening and attention. I can come back to you afterwards. Thank you so much. I took exactly 16 minutes, so 4 minutes more. Thank you so much.